Everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WOCReader, and welcome welcome back to my channel. So it's February, everybody is running to share their black romance faves, and I tend to see like the same ones shared over and over again. So I wanted to come on here and just share some that I feel like deserve some love. This is Frenemies with Benefits by Sunithia Williams. If you like small town southern charm, then you will enjoy this one, especially if you like that kind of enemies to lovers to ends like situation. For a place that just won an award for Best Small Town, Peachtree Cove sure has a big rumor mill, and Tracy Thompson is tired of being at the center of it. She's worked hard to make her bed and breakfast a success, only to have her soon-to-be ex's very public affair with her business partner result in a shocking pregnancy and the biggest scandal around. If the whole town is going to talk no matter what she does, maybe it's time that Tracy stopped trying to be perfect. Maybe she should start doing things for herself, like having a little fun. And Brian Nelson, the sexy nursery owner who supplies plants for all her special events, is more than willing to help. Fresh out of a bad marriage, Brian is done with drama. Ever since high school, he's admired Tracy's strength and sass, and a friends with benefit deal sounds perfect. But now everyone in Peachtree Cove is talking, and they can all see what Brian and Tracy don't want to admit, even to themselves, that nothing complicates a simple arrangement quite like love. And like I said, they're kind of enemies to friends to lovers, and there's a lot of drama in here. Like if you like kind of like a soap opera style drama, this will keep you entertained. The Dating Countdown by Angie Peltier. Remy Daniels knows what she wants. Maxine King. They parted on bad terms when they were teenagers, but now that Maxine is divorced and back on the island, their chemistry is undeniable, and Remy is determined to pick up right where they left off. Maxine has only ever fooled around with one woman, Remy Daniels. Now back in each other's orbits, they can't seem to keep their hands off each other. But Maxine has enough to deal with, looking after her daughter and trying to prove herself at work. She can't add lusting after Remy to that list, so Maxine suggests that they keep things casual and go on 10 friend dates. After all, if they can do that, it would mean they're serious about each other, right? But pretending they're just friends can't counteract the chemistry between them. As Remy and Maxine try to navigate their budding relationship, they must also overcome their fear of just how much they could truly mean to each other. Again, this is the Dating Countdown. If you are looking for a little bit of sapphic spiciness, pick this one up. Hooked on You by Ida Barume, and this one is great if you like a lot of mystery thrown in with your romance, or has almost landed her dream job as an investigative reporter for the New York Herald. There's just one catch. They'll only give her the job if she can get the scoop on working for the elusive billionaire Chuck Regas. To write the article, she's got to spend 2 weeks on his luxury yacht off the coast of Australia and convince the crew to spill the beans. Daniel has almost landed his dream job as captain of a super yacht down under. There's only one catch. He has to take one last job, charting a yacht for an eccentric billionaire and making sure an unfairly beautiful journalist doesn't distract his crew from their work. But neither of them were expecting the waves of attraction crashing over them. Things on this boat are about to get rocky, but can Orr and Daniel steer a course to love whilst keeping their careers from sinking? So they said it was like for fans of Below Deck, and I think you'll enjoy like the yachting aspect of it and like the crew interactions. But this had actually a really good mystery, and I didn't expect it to get as deep as it did. I think if you like BBC style mysteries, you'll enjoy it. Stuck in the Country with You by Zuri Day. 10 years ago, Genesis Washington made a very poor decision. At the time, it seemed great, fantastic, explosive, but the truth is, your one-night rebound should never be your younger brother's rival, and he definitely shouldn't be someone who allegedly only slept with you to gain the upper hand, even if the sex was amazing. Now Genesis is blindsided when the farm she's inherited just so happens to be right next door to Jackson King, the regrettable one-night stand she's still painfully attracted to. This man has aged like the finest of wines, and what's worse, he's now a thoughtful and responsible father. Good thing Genesis has a long-distance boyfriend. Well, sort of. It's complicated. Jackson and his hotness should be easy enough to ignore, but when city girl Genesis discovers there's a serious learning curve to her humble new home, it's Jackson who's there to lend a very skilled helping hand. With every problem that arises, Jackson is seemingly making all the right moves, both on the farm and when things heat up behind closed doors. But surely that doesn't mean he's right for Genesis, does it? So if you like small town mans with a little bit of wacky hijinks thrown in, this will work for you. I just have a couple that I haven't read yet, but I am planning to very soon. This one is Going Toe to Toe by Yara St. John. What happens in Aruba stays in Aruba. That's what former ballerina Lyric Taylor keeps telling herself, at least. After all, now that the curtain has closed on her ballet career, and with the search for her biological parents stalling, she could use a little distraction. So when a lodging mix-up leads to an unexpected fling in paradise with her sexy bunkmate Devon, Lyric takes the plunge. 7 days of sun, sand, and plenty of sizzle. And when it's time to go home, their no-strings sitch will come to an end, right? Single dad Devon Masters spends the last 8 years shielding his daughter, Kiana, from life's disappointments, and he's gotten pretty good at cutting pain off at the pass. But nothing can prepare him for this latest bombshell. Discovering Lyric Taylor is Kiana's new dance teacher, what happens in Aruba seems to have followed them home, but they'll have to keep it under wraps for as long as they can. Soon, however, new feelings take hold and old wounds resurface. Will they find the rhythm they need to redefine what belonging truly means? The Marriage Narrative by Claire Kahn. Zinnia is an ambitious, successful businesswoman who is not about to wait around for her one true love. She turns her dating profile into a marriage merger proposal, arrange a few strategic meetings, move in together, get married, all within 30 days. Her friends think it will never work, until she meets Jordan, a near-perfect applicant with a big secret. Jordan's family has spent the last decade starring in a massively popular reality TV show about their lives. He has finally agreed to join the cast, but production wants him to marry an actress, his ex, in a romantic storyline to boost viewership. Convinced Zinnia is perfect for the role instead, Jordan proposes a mutually beneficial marriage agreement. She gets her business partner husband, and he gets to help his family on his own terms. Together they face strict schedules, wild plot twists, and behind-the-scenes hostilities, all while acting like besotted newlyweds, an intense performance that evolves into a relationship they never expected. As the line between reality and TV show blurs, Zinnia and Jordan must choose between a clean contract or a beautifully messy love story. Having read The Romantic Agenda by Claire Kahn, I feel like this is going to be some other mess that I'm just not going to be able to look away from. Last, I have A Forever Kind of Love by Farah Rashan. This is actually a republish. She had published this one originally like some years back with Harlequin Kimani. Maya Dubois left Gauthier, Louisiana, determined to never look back. Broadway gave her the career she dreamed of, but coming home means facing the one thing she cannot design her way around, the man who shattered her heart. Corey Anderson was once the town's reckless bad boy, the one everyone warned her about. He chased glory on the baseball field, became a professional, and has since returned to the bayou with scars, wisdom, and unfinished business. Seeing Maya again reignites the kind of passion neither time nor distance could dim. In a town where family ties run deep and every neighbor has an opinion, Maya and Corey collide in a second chance romance that burns hotter than ever. But forever does not come easy, and this time it will take more than sparks to claim the love they both walked away from once before. So those are just a few Black romances. If you're looking for some outside of the normal 5 that are always recommended, let me know if there's any Black romances that are kind of like underrated that you really enjoyed. And if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.